حضرت آیت الله العظما سید مجتبی خامنه‌ای رهبر عزیز ما ولی فقیه ما الله اکبر.
Tonight, Iran has a new leader after last week's deadly strikes killed Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. His son, Mojtaba, has been chosen as his replacement. Iranian state TV says a group of senior clergy members made the decision. While Mojtaba holds political power and influence, he doesn't have the same religious authority his father had. Before this announcement was made, President Donald Trump called him an unacceptable choice and suggested he wanted to pick Iran's next leader. Meanwhile, Israel warned it would target anyone Iran declares as its successor. He is now Iran's third supreme leader.
This news breaking in just the past few hours. The new leader of Iran is Mojtaba Khamenei. He is the son of the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who died in his compound in Tehran following a US-Israeli strike earlier on in this war. Mojtaba himself said to have been injured in that strike. He was announced by the Assembly of Experts, a clerical body, the highest authority in Iran. But this could very well lead to further escalations in this war. He's likely to follow his father's hardline stance. We know the US President Donald Trump considered this outcome unacceptable. He will see this as the worst possible outcome. It comes as Iran has threatened to attack oil facilities right around the Gulf after multiple oil refineries were struck around Tehran yesterday, exploding into massive fireballs. Today they've become a constant plume of thick, toxic black smoke, now posing a health risk to its residents. An absolute disintegration of the Iranian president's promise not to retaliate on its innocent neighbours. Though there has been strikes on Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Dubai and Iraq, there are now desperate attempts from the likes of Russia and France to de-escalate these strikes on neighbouring countries. We know the military in Iran, the IRGC, has backed in the new leader. We now wait to see what the fallout is.
What's up, guys? So news just broke that Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the late Ali Khamenei, has been officially named Iran's new supreme leader by the country's Assembly of Experts. This is a historic moment, the first time power has passed from father to son in Islamic Republic since its founding in 1979. So guys, I want us to continue watching these videos until the end, and then I'll be back with more reactions. Thank you.
The Islamic Republic of Iran has a new supreme leader, Sayed Mojtaba Khamenei, who is the second eldest son of Iran's late supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who of course was killed in an airstrike here in Tehran a little over a week ago. Now, Mojtaba Khamenei is someone who is considered ideologically, politically, and religiously to be more of a hardliner than a moderate, but he certainly does have the respect of Iran's security forces, specifically of the powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, which is, of course, the elite wing of Iran's armed forces. Mojtaba Khamenei is 56 years old. He was born in Mashhad, which is the holiest city here in Iran, and he received his religious training in Qom, which is also one of the most holy cities here in this country. So he certainly has the religious credentials to take the reins of the Islamic Republic. Now, he takes those reins in a very difficult time, as of course the combat operations between Iran and Israel and the United States continue. We're seeing airstrikes here in the Iranian capital at a very high pace. But the Iranians are also saying that at this point in time, they don't want a ceasefire with the U.S., and they also want to avenge the killing of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. So in that regard, he is considered, Mojtaba Khamenei, to be potentially a very strong leader to continue the policies of his late father.
Iran has selected a new leader, the Ayatollah's son, and he's even more of a hardliner than the Ayatollah was. And while he doesn't like the United States even more, because the United States actually just killed his wife. Here's everything you need to know about the new Iranian leader, who may not be in the position that long according to Trump, because Trump says that the United States may go after any new Iranian leader. The Ayatollah's son, he's more hardline than the father. He's the candidate of the IRGC, which is the Revolutionary Guard, the military. He's pretty young, 56 years old. His father was 86 years old. He avoids the public. He's trusted by his father and the clerics. He was in the military during the Iraq-Iran war, and his wife was killed in an Israeli airstrike that also killed his father. So you have a more hardline leader in Iran now, be it for a few days, a few weeks, or years, a younger leader, and one who really doesn't like the United States or Israel for a number of reasons, but mainly because they just killed his wife. Spread the word, follow along for more.
It is just now being reported that Iran has a brand new leader, and just as we predicted, is a religious leader that is worse than the previous one. And if you add to that the typical storyline of the new villain, that they just took out his father, then we're probably in a world of hurt. However, the Americans are going to say, we're just going to take him out. Long story short, the son of the Ayatollah, whose name is, and I'm going to butcher this, I'm sorry, Mojtaba Khamenei, is the new leader of Iran. We know that he comes in with a lot of power because he brings the respect from his father. But what do we know about him? What we know about him is that as soon as he graduated high school, he joined the IGRC to go fight in the Iraq-Iran war. After that, he was sent to different colleges in Iran to study with some of the most prestigious clerics, to the point that he is considered now one of the most prestigious clerics as well, which is one of the reasons why he has been selected. So it's going to be interesting to see what his reaction is against the rest of the world, especially that he comes with the caveat that they just took out his dad. And it's going to be interesting to see what the US and Israel are going to do, although they are promising that they will take him out as soon as he takes power. However, I don't think the Iranians are that dumb to go and put him in a building to just wait for a bomb to fall from the sky. I'm Alex, this is my rant, and I'm out.
Hey, this is a message for the new appointed supreme leader of Iran. If you're not the appointed supreme leader, which is Khamenei's son, you can scroll. Okay, hey supreme leader. So I know that what they had did to your family was absolutely horrible. And I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm upholding you in prayers. Because I can't even fathom, and I don't want to fathom. But I was wondering if you could do us a service. I know, I'm sorry. I would rather ask than wonder. Because at the end of the day, the worst thing that you could have did was say no. But I know that you can do worse. However, if we are able to prove that we didn't vote for him, could y'all at least send the ones who didn't vote for him a warning so that we can move accordingly? Because if it was me in your seat and they did what they did to my dad, my mom, my spouse, and my kid, ain't nothing that nobody can save that orange thing in office. So I get it. But if we didn't vote for him and we ain't asked for none of this, can y'all just send us an email to warn us when we need to evacuate? I appreciate that. God bless you. I'm upholding you and your family in my prayers. All right. Have a blessed night.
Thank you very much for watching. So guys, several days after Ali Khamenei was killed in joint US-Israeli airstrikes in Tehran, Iran's Assembly of Experts, the clerical body responsible for choosing the supreme leader, swiftly appointed his son Mojtaba Khamenei as the next leader. Mojtaba, who is 56, becomes only the third supreme leader in Iran's modern history, of course following Ruhollah Khomeini and his father. This move has immediately drawn global attention and intensified the already rising tensions in the region. To understand why this matters, we need context. Since the 1979 Iranian Revolution, Iran replaced monarchy with a theocratic republic where the supreme leader holds ultimate authority over the military, foreign policy, the judiciary, and the government's overall direction. Unlike a president, the supreme leader isn't elected by citizens. Instead, an elite group of clerics, the assembly of experts, they select the leader based on religious and political loyalty. So, Mojtaba's appointment is not a democratic election. It's a clerical succession within Iran's political-religious system. So, who is Mojtaba Khamenei? Mojtaba Khamenei isn't a well-known public figure in the way his father was. Before his appointment, he never held elected office. He was not widely known to the general public, but he has long been influential behind the scenes. He studied theology in seminaries and cultivated close ties with Iran's powerful military institution, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Helping him gain political leverage, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC) helping him gain political leverage. Analysts say he is a hardline cleric closely aligned with conservative elements and the IRGC, indicating continuity with Iran's existing ideological leadership. In contrast to democratic transitions, in many countries, this move represents a non-elective transfer of power in a theocratic system. Of course, reactions among regular people are mixed and complex. On social media, some Iranians are critical of the decision, seeing it as a dynastic succession that contradicts the revolutionary ideals of 1979, which explicitly rejected hereditary rule. The national commenters online expressed fear that Mojtaba may be more hardline than his father, may escalate tensions further, and be more closely tied to the IRGC than reformist factions were comfortable with. Some voices say this could intensify the conflict with the United States and Israel, rather than open any path to negotiation. However, state-aligned media in Iran has framed the appointment as a continuation of stability and unity, encouraging citizens to rally behind the new leader. And demonstrations reported on Iranian streets show both support for Mojtaba and anger or protest against his appointment, a sign of internal divisions. International reactions have also been significant and varied. In the United States, President Donald Trump publicly criticized the appointment, calling Mojtaba an unacceptable choice and saying the US should be involved in the selection process, a viewpoint that adds another layer of geopolitical tension. Meanwhile, leaders from other countries like Putin have expressed support for Mojtaba, emphasizing strong alliance amid the conflict. So, the appointment is not just an internal Iranian matter, it's influencing global diplomatic alignments. Analysts say Mojtaba's rise suggests no immediate desire for compromise with the US or its allies. Hardline elements may remain in control in Tehran. the IRGC's influence over political decisions may grow even stronger. In a broader sense, this reinforces the belief that Iran's current leadership structure prioritizes continuity over reform, especially in the midst of a war. Some experts even compare it to dynastic power transfer, something not expected in a system formed to abolish hereditary rule. These moments, the appointment of Mojtaba Khamenei is one of the most consequential political developments in Iran for decades. For some, it's a sign of strength and continuity. For others, it's a cause of concern about increased hardline policies and continued conflict. And for the world, this shift adds another layer to a crisis that is already shaping global security, energy markets, and alliances. Thank you very much for watching this video. Drop your reaction in the comments. What do you think this leadership change means for the region and for the world? Thank you for watching.